Good evening, boys and girls and children of all ages, and welcome to CertaPro Painters. Oklahoma City presents Who's to Blame, the podcast, episode 550, the NFL Draft. How we doing, good folks, good people? It's your boy, Dre Montez, and I hope everyone is doing well. So far, so good. But here we are, that special time of year. Little raise the roof action going on. Little high fives, chest bump it. Let's hug it out. There you go. Got to feel good about some things as we know where we are. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you. And if you have planned this strategically to have this special time of the year off, I applaud you, meaning you took time off for the NFL draft. But here we are, that time of the year. Let's get through our pillars of the day. We're going to let it go. Ignore them. Give it time. Don't compete. Stay calm. It's on you. And laugh. And I hope we have a lot of that, a lot of laughter in the air as I am going down the rabbit hole, so to speak, of enjoying the old television show Everybody Loves Raymond. And they're on an episode right now where the things that men went through to compromise to have sex with their wives back in the day. They're on one of those type episodes. But anyway, here we are, good people. And in my favorite saying of all time, who's to blame? Who's to blame? This is one of my favorite times of the year. Preparation for it, the setup, and the meaning of it. Going to see a lot of the red phones tomorrow. A lot of people on the phone checking in. Tomorrow, we're going to be on the phone too. But it took me a while to get there, to get to this point of appreciating the NFL draft. We'll get into that in a minute. But from the young men that are about to be drafted, to be in that mindset, it's going to be a lot of appreciation value that kicks in probably at the last minute on the journey that they have been on. From the coaches behind the scenes to the influential people that has come into their lives, the unusual track on how they got to this level on the stage in Detroit for the NFL draft. The ones that knew for a fact that it's in their DNA, they're going to play this game. That's a different story. The ones that had no idea, didn't pick up the game till late in life, but it came as though it was meant to be. Kids that have never played football before, the late bloomers, those stories like that. The one that comes out of situations like, how did you keep your mindset this way, considering the background that you have, the stories that the public know about you and your family, but some kind of way you manage to focus and keep your eye on the prize. And those that have had trials and tribulations, but somehow, some way or another, never let the game slip away. Never forgot where they came from and never forgot the journey that they're on. And not forgetting what this can mean, not just for them, but for their family as well. All that will be culminated together over the next few nights of Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday. The 7 rounds of the NFL draft. That's one way to look at it. That's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it, what's ahead? We've seen the good side of the draft. We've seen the bad side of the draft. We know what the NFL is about. We on to the scheme. We get it. We know what position you value. You've shown players how to get the bag. You've shown players how to stay in this league. Now with so many vices out there, so many distractions, it's even harder now. Not just social media, gambling, women, theft, fame and fortune, all of that, you got to figure out a way to how to manage that. And a lot of people that are about to be on this stage and this opportunity to play in the NFL to get drafted have never seen this type of money, this type of exposure. It's going to be new. It's going to be a lot of people in your ear. It's going to be a lot of people you have to distance yourself from. That's where the mannerism comes in, the professionalism, and life skills must set in for sure. But overall, I did not get appreciation of the NFL draft until my time living in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I had the opportunity to meet some professional football players. And I had the discussion of the whole draft, of why I thought it was so boring. And then they explained to me what the draft means to them. And ever since then, I've been really, really in tune of the complete draft. Now, back in the early days, of course, I watched the first round, the first top 10 picks. That was fun. I get it. It's too much data, too much talking, too many numbers flying across the screen. If that's not for you, I get it. I understand. But for the folks that really like watching the process of your team putting something together, I applaud you. And for those of you that don't, who's to blame? That is the question. Then the other question comes into play. The baseball draft, that's different. NHL draft is different. NBA draft, different. WNBA draft, different. All across the board, all these drafts and selections, the way they do it is very interesting and unique. But it's something about the NFL draft that makes you want to put a menu together. Can we all agree? It makes you want to invite folks over like there's a football game on because you feel like it's football time. Is it okay to don your colors while you're watching the draft? Yes. Yes. I think you must. I think it is the only time of the year during non-football games being played in the month of April. We're not talking about you, UFL, okay? NFL. This is the only time we can pull out our jerseys, don our colors, walk with your chest out, recollect on the last season we just got through. Whether you won, whether you made it to the playoffs, whether you feel like the gates are already out of the stumble gates the first month of the season, no matter what, each and everyone should look forward to the draft. Everyone should know their needs and analysis for their team. You know the coaching situation. You know what your coach's tendencies are. You know what your owner is into. But we all have what, kids? We all have a wish list. The players we want to see on our team. The players we want to do their thing on our team. It's a love-hate relationship during a draft. Because the players that you follow in college, the players you root for on your collegiate football team, and hopefully you have an NFL team, could possibly go to an NFL team you don't like. How do you handle that? Here it is, a young man, you've been following them since they were probably in 7th grade, and you found out they were going to your college or university. Even made you more prouder. Now it's time to turn pro. And you're like, I've been following this kid, Jeremiah Washington III, Muhammad, since 7th grade. And your team doesn't get him. He goes to a rival. How do you handle that? How do you handle that? It used to piss me off. But I got to appreciate the entire journey of the player. They're trying to get in the league, right? Okay, we can all agree that. Head nod with me. Yeah, they're trying to get in the draft. So they're there. They don't get to pick their journey unless they're the number 1 and number 2 draft. They're the only ones that really get control of their destiny. But for the rest of them, I stopped booing for players I cheer for on a collegiate level. And they turn pro, and they go to a team I don't care for. But I still like the player. I think that's how it turns into people liking having this phrase or term. Well, my second team is this team. Well, if my team don't win, this is the other team I root for. It's because you probably got 5 to 10 players on there that came out of the college or university that you root for. So that's how people have second and third teams. Okay. See, it all comes together. The older you get, the more you understand the ingredients as well as the recipe. That's why it tastes that way, mama. I get it. But at the same time, the draft has different meaning across the board. You want to decorate. You want to make it feel like it's football time. This is our year. We get to boo the commissioner. We get to cheer for whoever the fuck get picked. And then it comes to our team. And we just want it to go the right way. Make the pick make sense. I don't think there's really no golden one-hit wonder that can start week one in the NFL season and be that impactful. Because each year we think, there's somebody doing something they shouldn't be doing that now. Like CJ Stroud. Some people are put in the right system, okay, to go along with their skill set and attributes. Not going into a system where you got to change every fucking thing that you've been doing for the past 5-6 years. Now they want you to change that in 3 months. Get the fuck out of here. These coaches need to understand to stop being what, kids? Selfish. Work with the skill set that is given to you. Let that work into your offensive scheme, your defensive scheme, your play book. Now, for the kids, we've heard this from years past, that have never read a playbook, there will be a learning curve. Okay? There will be a learning curve. But just for the fact of the draft process, oh my goodness. I want to go, I can't, well, I know it's about to happen. I know there's a draft pedigree in the Dre Montez bloodline family. Somebody going to the NFL real soon. And I know what's going to happen. I already know what's going to happen. Dre Montez. Yes, I accept the invitation to the draft. I know I'm going to get an invite. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. And the people that do go to the draft, realize you're on TV, okay? Be on your best behavior. The night is for who? Say it with me. The players. The night is for them. So all girlfriends, baby mamas, aunties, real grandmamas, the lady that raised you, Aunt Pearl, your sister who thinks she all that, your mama get too drunk. Let's have the conversation with them. The night is not about you. Okay? We need to go about rules and regulations, all right? And for the draftees, I love that phrase and that verbiage. I'm going to make these teams pay that pass me up in the draft. Everybody has a wish list. Everybody that knows they're going to the next level, they have a wish list. I've been wanting to play for this team since I was 9 years old. I've been wanting to play for this team since I was 15. We know. We get it. But in business, just like in life, it doesn't go your way. But it's okay to have that edge. But don't go too far with that edge. Be appreciative of the fact you got drafted in the NFL. Everyone get to see it. It's a proud moment. Pookie, Ray, Big Chris, Steven, we're all proud of you. I love the draft, how it makes people feel. I think I'm going to watch the Kevin Costner movie, The Draft, simultaneously while watching the draft tomorrow. I got to get in the mood. It's like getting ready for college football season. You got to watch Rudy. You got to watch Remember the Titans, Strong Side, Coach Boone, all that. You got to get into the mood. Who's to blame? I blame the gridiron. I blame football. Remember as kids playing slow motion quarterback, slow motion football plays, the halftime show with Howard Cosell. This is Howard Cosell. Those days are gone. We get to relive all that. Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday. And I've been saying, well, you already know it. Every time they let you know what a player did, they tell you what college he went to, when he was picked. It's like the friends in common when you become friends on the book face. You're shocked and surprised. Look at some of these elite household names. That 5th through 7th round, guys, I'm telling you, That's why I love the people that work the war room. See, I don't want to sit out in the audience with the people. I don't want to be all on the stage in the videos. I don't want no autographs. I want to sit right there in the room with my team. I want to eavesdrop on the phone conversation. I want to be appreciative. I want to jump up and applaud too. I want to hug the whole damn staff in front office too. Why can't I get that? Make my wish come true. Huh? How about that? Not all of us fans want to autograph. We want to go to the draft with our team. I want to go to the draft with my team. How about that? Susan, make that happen. We're going to get a pledge going out there, something going. But the draft, it's so much fun. The hit and miss, the conversation that the TV analysts have, the data, the details they tell you about the difference between 6'1" and 3/8 and 6'2". It's all about measurements and timing. The data that they have, the way we get to listen to this live auction. Can I get out? Caleb Williams, number one. Bing! And then the expectations. That's a game I used to like in the days of going to the barbershop. The expectation. Boy, he remind me of him. Boy, he sure run like his daddy. He won't be half the athlete of his dad. Why can't we just don't let them? It's okay to emulate someone, to remind you of someone. But at the same time, let Jamal be Jamal. Jamal don't want to be John Elway. Jamal don't want to be Randall Cunningham just because they do something and play the position of someone that put up some great numbers and did some amazing things. Don't mean everybody can do that. That's a lot of pressure. If somebody tell you play like Barry Sanders, you run like Barry Sanders. Well, if you get to lead, you're going to be the next Barry Sanders. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. But if we let them be them, watch. If you don't believe me, just pay attention to the verbiage starting in July, early practice, okay, all the way through spring football. Watch. And then the preseason. Just watch the verbiage. You know the players can hear this. You know how social media works. They can't keep a fucking secret. Come on. Come on. If they could keep a secret in social media, where would we be? Yeah? Where would we be? But I tell you where I want to be. I want to feel like I am there with those kids in Detroit. I want to feel that. I want to feel like I'm right there. So we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to do a live viewing. I'm going to commentate while I'm watching the draft, but I'm not going to talk while they're talking. You know, I'm not going to be that rude. You're just going to see my reactions as I'm watching the draft. That's what I'm going to do. We're not doing the Red Cup special. It's no pull up and blunt smoke read and we watch football. No, I'm not going to get all technical with it. We're going to have a little fun watching the NFL draft, just the first 10 picks. Just the first 10 picks. I'm going to go live on Facebook, X, and YouTube, and TikTok as well. If you haven't followed us on TikTok, it's Dre Montez63 on TikTok. Check it out, check it out, check it out. That's what we're going to do. But I'm excited for this time of the year each and every time because it gives us, for one, by the highlight reels, it gives us time to do that. Oh, yeah, I remember that kid. Oh, that's that kid I was telling you about. It makes you get on social media. Call up your buddy. That's that dude. And then you got to talk to your rival. We all got a friend that likes a team we don't root for. You know, shout out to the Man Cave members. All right. Shout out to Charlie. Things of that nature. You got to give people their due, their respect. When they get a good player or a player you're concerned about or you question, like, why did you get another quarterback? Why didn't you get a linebacker? I mean, when it's all said and done, we love talking shit with one another about our teams, the building process as the season progresses. But in the end, I think we want to see good things come out of the team. I don't want to see a team go 0-17. What the fuck good is that? No. I want to see a good competitive league. I want to see the players go that make sense. Get the players that you checked off on the board position-wise. You know you need a linebacker, get the motherfucking linebacker, the best that's on the board. Don't play this fucking checkers versus chess with us. You know what our team need, go get it. All the communication out there, we should not have another miscommunication and forget to make the draft pick. Pay attention to the board, okay? There's a difference between like and what we need. We're not drafting like the Washington Commanders. We're not doing that, boy. That's my son, friend. I don't give a damn if that's your son, friend. We're picking for the better of the franchise, all right? On me, on my mama. Keep shit 100 around here. With boys and girls, children of all nature. I wish you all a good luck, and I hope you get a chance to tune in during the draft as we do a live show from the first 10 picks. Be joining me, my Monday co-host, Denise, from D&D Don't Get Butthurt. I think my oldest son is going to tune in, Storm, Dre Jr., and my youngest kid, Tim, and my oldest girl, Quan. I think they're all going to pop in on the show tomorrow. Hopefully. If not, I'm going to be there. We talk about everything from the pick, does it make sense, to who is that in the picture? Why you on the phone? Who told you to wear that? Is that your house or not? We look at everything tomorrow. And if you didn't know, don't know, get a chance to check us out Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, and X with Montez at midday. But I would like to thank you all for tuning in to another exciting episode of CertaPro Painters presents Who's to Blame, the podcast. So thank you for tuning in and listen to episode 550, NFL Draft. Be coming up Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday. Until next time, kids, I'll holler at you later. Peace, and thank you